Live from the Serious Futsal Arena in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Welcome to Match Day for Men's Series Football. Michael Chavello alongside Alex Sivgorovsky. Siv, we've got 4 big matches tonight, and we kick off with Campbellfield versus Melbourne AKU. Should be a ripper.
It should be. Melbourne AKU are currently in 7th place. They really need a win. They've had a couple of big losses recently, no more so when they played Campbellfield. Played twice, 8-1 and 10-3, so they've copped a bit of a hiding. They're fighting for survival. They will play relegation battle, but where they finish 6th or 7th is going to be a big key for them over the last 2 games. So
looking down the team sheet here of Melbourne AKU, Alex, who do you keep an eye on tonight? Couple of players to pick out.
Yep, for me would be Ruz Rosalen, the part owner and the captain, and Kui Moy, 2 of the most experienced players in Serious Futsal in that team. They're just going to have to deliver tonight, and the rest of the boys just have to follow them and really ensure that they get a result here.
And what does Campbellfield need to do to make it a hat-trick against Melbourne?
Well, they just need to play their simple game. They've got the score, the runs on the board already. They know how to play against Melbourne AKU. It's just continuing on. It's just more so how much they want to push it forward. We've got Uberi Cicek currently leading top goal scorers on 40. How much he wants to play. 5 goals last week, man of match performance. Does that continue on to this week? Let's fingers crossed, and hopefully so he does.
How about doing some math here, Alex?
Yep.
If Moreland win later on tonight and Fitzroy don't win, they could be tied going into next week.
Massive game next week, all or nothing. Next week, the loser loses the title, the winner wins the title. It's simple as that. There's no mathematics behind it. There's nothing. You win, you take the title, you lose, it's goodbye.
And for Campbellfield, if they continue their winning ways this week and next week and Moreland don't, Campbellfield could move into 2nd.
They possibly quite could. They're not playing for anything at the moment. They do have, I think, Foz Cup coming up for them. They are the defending champs, so form is important leading up to that. They really need to make sure they get there.
Okay, folks, let's go down to courtside now. The teams are having their final huddles, their final preparations. As we see Campbellfield, we'll run through the team sheet for Campbellfield. Number 1, James Szabo. Number 5, Daniel Sousa. Number 7, Uberi Cicek. Danny Chobani wearing number 8. Jal De Silva, number 9. Arturo Diaz is 12. Enrique Pimenta, 17. And Nathan Long, number 99. Alex, how about Melbourne?
Yep, and they got number 20, Ken Bison. Number 3, Gerardo Soto. Number 4, Clint Magai. 6, Kui Mu. 7, Ruz Rosalen. Number 9, Maxi Avram. Number 10 is Diogo Oliveira. And number 19 is Mauricio Amador.
So we are just moments away from kick-off time inside the Serious Futsal Arena in Melbourne, Victoria. It will be Melbourne AKU in their familiar green, Campbellfield in the orange. First of 4 games on tonight's roster, with Fitzroy versus Carlton up next, Pascoe Vale against Moreland later on, and the final game tonight, Western Wolves and Altona Knights. And for Melbourne, it's Maxi Avram gets us underway to Kui Mu early on. Melbourne kicking to the right of screen, Campbellfield going to left of screen. Early attack on goal, high blast there, unsuccessful for Maxi Avram, but with the right idea early and Melbourne earning a corner.
And that's what they need to do more of, test the keeper again, as James Szabo, as we see now, Uberi Cicek breaks away. Nathan Long, chance, Bisa, quick to pick it up. Kui Mu,
yes, crossing court, and just put out nicely there by Campbellfield. Both teams attacking early on. They've got the smell, the sniff of blood early here. Both Melbourne and Campbellfield. Kui Mu back across court. Nice movement of the ball here from Melbourne early on. Playing through the centre, Clint Mogai. Gerardo Soto looking for Mogai, but the return ball wasn't accurate enough. Nathan Long to bring it in. Short one there to Arturo Diaz. Back to Diaz. Has a great ability, Arturo Diaz, to slow play down, analyse what's ahead, open up the court with his vast experience, of course. The Colombian, who comes in tonight in excellent form. A very confident start from both teams here, Alex.
Yeah, and that's what we want to see. Melbourne AKU, although they're not playing for much, they've really got to play for pride here and really try to pinch a result if they can. It's all going forward, and Soto won't get there in time.
Kui Mu setting up a lot early. Ball rolled out here, and it's a chance for Campbellfield down the line to Cicek. 40 goals so far this season, 3 ahead of Scotty Rogan, who's on 37 in the battle for the Golden Boot. Kuimu again. Look to pass it back there to Mogoi. Diaz. Goes out wide. And Long running onto it and just shepherds it towards the goalkeeper, James Zabo. Long floats it over the top, centred for Cicek. Intercepted well, though, by Avram. Chance for Kuimu. And again, Avram turns, 2-on-1. 3-on-1 now. Avram forced back. What can Melbourne fashion early here? Down the left line. And the ball put out for another corner. Run made there by Gerardo Soto. Kuimu off the left boot, and also Clint Mogoi was calling for it.
They just got to work on that from the set pieces. I think that's one way they can get goals, and otherwise it's going to be a tough task for them. But Campbellfield just doing what's required at the moment. They haven't really got into gear as yet. It's something maybe Sarge Cicek as
Beautiful play from Cicek over the top, and the goal goes in for Campbellfield. What an opening to this game. What a lovely assist, though, from Cicek, who we do expect to be on the scoreboard later tonight. And have a look at the way Cicek plays this one to João da Silva. Cicek looking upfield, sees João da Silva, floats it over the top. João da Silva brings it down on the chest, turns on the right boot, and puts it into the back of the neck. Campbellfield on the scoreboard.
Must be watching Richardson this morning from Brazil, because there's a mirror image of that goal. Fellow Brazilian, so great start for Campbellfield. It's thrown over to now Melbourne AKU to respond.
Just when we said Campbellfield were having a slow start, they answer. 1-0 up. And here come Melbourne, poorly given away though. Arturo Diaz directing traffic in the centre. Da Silva. Out to Long. Back to Diaz. Cicek. Long was hunting. Made a nice dash into the D. Kuimu has been in everything for Melbourne so far. Avram asking for it. Doesn't get it though. Just the sort of start that Campbellfield wanted to plant their flag early in the game. Long here. Out wide to Cicek. Cicek to Diaz. João da Silva. Some fancy footwork. How many times will Cicek get his name on the score sheet tonight, we wonder? To add to that 40-goal tally that he comes in with. Here he is, Cicek floats one over again, looking for João da Silva, but to no avail.
Yeah, and it looks like they're just going over that top ball, and it's working for them so far. Melbourne AKU really need to be careful as we see Ruz Rosalan coming on. And hopefully can steady the ship for them going forward.
Down the line there, and the ball out of play. The intended target was Maxi Avram. Ruz Rosalan, as Alex said, number 7, centre of your screen. A target man for sure. Melbourne, chance to go forward. Down the right line now. Ball played across to Soto. Opportunity gone and missed there for Melbourne AKU.
That was a big chance, rattling the bar there for Gerardo Soto. James Arbo just had to hope and pray that it wasn't going in. Just a note there, Michael Arturo Diaz, second in assists on 22, one behind Scotty Rogan, so I'm sure he'll be looking to add to his tally tonight.
Two of the great names in the league. We will see Scotty Rogan later on for Fitzroy, of course, in that star-studded team that leads the league at the moment on 51 points. Cicek. Diaz. Always marshalling mid-court. Here's Cicek off the left foot maybe. Has a shot, 2 against 1. Switches to his right here. Nice little back heel from Cicek. Ball looking for João da Silva. Couldn't control. It'll be Oliveira to bring it in. Roslin. Look for the 1-2. Didn't get the 2 back though from Oliveira. Melbourne slowing down play, trying to open up the orange shirts of Campbellfield. Nice steal there from João da Silva. Brings it down on his chest. Doubles up on the header. No one home though. Chance for Melbourne again. And just flies over the top post there. Ruslan causing some problems since he's come on the court.
Yeah, that was a big save there from Zabo. Oliveira put way much on there. They just needed to place that one, I think, but it's a good chance there for Melbourne AKU as Da Silva just extending those legs out and Sato there to clean up. So a lot better from Melbourne AKU. Just got to get more involved now.
Ruslan tearing down the right. The ball a little too fast for him though. The idea was correct. Diaz. Cicek. Chobani. Always dangerous up front, Danny Chobani. Da Silva was looking for Chobani. Nice interception there from Ruslan. All over the place at the moment. Here's Cicek. Switches to his right boot. And that was extraordinary. The speed, the power, the accuracy of Ubedi Cicek. And that is goal number 41 for the season from the Golden Boot leader.
And it was a lovely turn here. Everyone thought he was going to come back on his left, but decided no, go on his right. And I think that's where he fooled them all. And that was an assist from Arturo Diaz. Equals. So let's have a look at this lovely move. And then Cam Bisa was not expecting that. And as you can see, Canberra now in cruise control.
We were asking the question earlier, how many times would we see Cicek's name on the score sheet tonight? It's one already inside the opening 7 minutes. And well put out there. Explosive start from Campbellfield. Certainly the immediate prediction was for a third win this season for Campbellfield over Melbourne AKU. 7-2. Are we on our way to that scoreline? The prediction also for a Cicek hat-trick certainly could come to fruition. Danny Chobani goes down the centre. Here's Cicek. Rolls it. Right boot. Number 2. He is superb. He is on fire. He is just too good. Ubedi Cicek. Second goal in a matter of 90 seconds.
And that was a beautiful assist there from Daniel Souza there. Just a lovely bit of play here. You can see Chobani looking straight down the middle. Good running Souza, just laying it off at the right time, and Cicek on his right foot again through the cake hole, and that's 2 right foots. He could be in for a big one tonight, Michael.
The beautiful thing about Ubedi Cicek is that he always seems to have so much time when he's on the ball. He doesn't rush. Here he comes again, right boot once more. That one on the outside. Cicek never seems to feel pressured, never seems to feel hurried, all the time in the world. It's as if he can make time stand still. Here he is again and just roosts it over the net. Must have been at least 5 shots on goal so far for Cicek, 2 of them getting in the back of the net, joining João da Silva for 3-0 up Campbellfield.
And at the moment now, Melbourne AKU just have no answers. They've really got to call a timeout as Ruslan trying to square it, but Souza won't allow him to spider. And they might need to call a time here and just regather and recoup and see if they can get something in the final 12.5 minutes.
Corner kick here for Ruslan. He's got Kuimu outside. Ruslan will look for him now. No, decides to go around, maybe go on his own. A little bit of fancy footwork, but 2 against 1 wasn't in his favour. What a start here from Campbellfield. Melbourne have been rattled. Melbourne come in 7th on the ladder. Campbellfield 3rd. And as Alex said, a timeout may be a very good idea right now for Melbourne, as the interception comes from Enrique Pimenta, sporting the blonde locks. Little fake there from Chobani. Pimenta. Long tearing down the right, and the ball just gets away from Nathan Long.
And the last time Melbourne AKU won was back in round 14, 9-2 against Altona Knights. So they're on a 6-game losing streak at the moment, heading into the final 2 games of the season. That will be extended to 7 as Pimenta continued on with the blonde locks. Now getting a bit of a run.
Is that a new addition, the blonde hair? I don't remember.
He had it last week.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he followed the Brazilian squad as they went blonde and thought to mimic them. So,
Alex, if we had hair, we might go blonde.
We might absolutely,
but,
100%.
Unfortunately, you and I share the same barber. Long, trying to turn. Ball back here to the easily recognisable Enrique Pimenta. Chobani. Pimenta. Goes through the centre! How about that? Pimenta through the centre, and it's rocketed into the back of the net.
And that was a sublime finish there from Enrique Pimenta. Absolutely let that one go. And at the moment, Ken Bisa is just picking him out of the net. You can see the assist here from Chobani, and it's a typical fashion here. Cuts in from the logo there, and Ken Bisa, well, they've called a timeout, but I think it'll be a bit too late. We'll go to a quick ad break. We'll be back right after this.
That's a shot almost with the goal. Well, the shot. No way! Reduced!
Scotty Rogan. Tries to turn, but good pitch there from Parthmos Rogan.
Oh, he's done well doing it yet again. Parthmos, if he Clamby gets it, that's what he cares about. Oh, flash, opportunity. Flash!
And he makes them pay.
Oh, this is danger. There it is. Game over.
And that's it.
Game over. Campbellfield didn't look comfortable whatsoever. No means Troy now have to. Oh, well, that's another goal. 5-0 the score in the end. Davies and Criscalzo makes it 2. This pass back here from Davies, that's poor.
Oh no, Foster was not on the same page whatsoever. And before you know it, Scalzo. Oh, Diana Friscalzo! Unbelievable! No, you can't allow Diana Friscalzo on her own. Takes too much time to think about.
Off the timeout called by Melbourne AKU. A much needed timeout because they are rattled. They are stunned. 4-0 up. With about 10 minutes remaining in the first half, Campbellfield are throttling them. And you wonder how Melbourne can turn the tide here. Good defending there from Kim Bisa to put it over the top of the net. Corner here for Campbellfield. Chobani asking for it. Pimenta. Diaz. Looking for Pimenta, that South American connection. Diaz, the Colombian. Pimenta, the Brazilian.
Yeah, they just overhit at that time. Maybe Enrique wasn't expecting to get through, but they might have taken the deflection as they get a corner out of it. And they're being suffocated at the moment, Melbourne, and it's not looking good.
Chobani and Pimenta looking for Diaz. Diaz gets it now. Nicely done from him, but it's stolen from him. Here come Melbourne with a chance down the left. Maxi Avram trying to form something. Campbellfield now. Long. Diaz. Pimenta. Got Chobani going to his right. Finds Chobani. Chobani's got Long in the D. But again, Ken Bisa takes the ball. Kuimu rolls just short of the right post there for Melbourne. Getting shut down in the final third every time here, Melbourne AKU. And good work there from Arturo Diaz.
Yeah, Gerardo Soto there, just maybe panic stations a little bit, over controlling it, and Diaz just stood his ground as they go forward again and just playing fluent futsal at the moment, Campbellfield. And when they play fluent futsal, you know that's going to big scoreline is coming.
Dangerous ball there from Kuimu to go back that close to the goal line. And luckily for him, Pimenta couldn't capitalise. Long throw there. Soto looking to provide the target for Melbourne up front. Couldn't get past two there though, Avram. Chabani goes out wide. And a little too wide. Kuimu back across court. Maguire waiting in front of him, but being man-marked at the moment. And nobody home on that far side.
Yeah, they're just finding it difficult to get out of the fence there. Like you mentioned, they've got to play a target and just go long at the moment. They're not doing that, and it's just turning over the balls cheaply, and Campbellfield will be happy with that.
Trying to muscle in there was Clint Maguire, the number 4 for Melbourne. On your screen at the moment, as Chabani goes off. And João da Silva, the goal scorer, the first goal scorer, comes on. Da Silva with 1, Pimenta with 1, Cicek with 2, 4-0 Campbellfield. And now it's 4-1. Nicely done there from Maguire to get the assist, flick it into the net. And finally Melbourne on the scoreboard will give them some hope.
And just a loss of concentration there from Campbellfield, as you can see it here. Pimenta, Soto just breaking away, and then lovely ball, simple back post. It's a simple futsal technique and it works well, and they're good to get one back. They've got to continue from here.
Will they get the confidence flowing on Melbourne? Score hasn't been registered yet on the scoreboard. Maxi Avram. Here it is with Soto. Yes! Soto makes it 2. A wonderful dance deep in the D there from Gerardo Soto. And off the inside left boot, rolls it into the back of the net.
And we said it, if he was a target player, he could definitely do some damage, and that's what he's done here. Maxi Avram, lovely ball out wide. Oliveira through the middle, and bit of ball watching there from Nathan Long, and Soto just rolling it around through the legs of Zabo. And 4-2, we've got a game on our hands now, Michael.
It's the comeback from Melbourne AKU. What a first half we're seeing. Ball out to the goal scorer, Soto. He and Maxi Avram have been tearing Campbellfield apart the last few minutes. Looking for Soto down the right line. Here he comes again! Oh. And Soto with an absolute thunderbolt! That was a corker! It threatened to burst out the back of the net. Gerardo Soto again! It's 4-3!
Wow, Gerardo Soto just turned this game. Lovely ball over the top, and he rifles this one. James Arbo, not much he can do, and now Campbellfield have called a timeout. They're under the pump. We'll go to a quick ad break. We'll be back after this. He left to go. Carlton holding on here. We've seen Melbourne AKU score 2.
Pulverenti!
Oh.
Josh Pulverenti! He's turned back the clock. He's just done a little bit of a skip, hop and a jump and a snap right into the top corner.
That was a beautiful finish from the teacher.
Talk us through it.
Let's have a look here. And it is from Aliano. From a side ball there. Beautiful ball over the top. Came off Parfumos. He'll claim that assist. Skips it around and puts it in.
It's a huge shot there by Pulverenti.
Good goal. And that you can.
Gets a 1-2 against Ferrer.
Oh! Enrique Pimenta absolutely hammers that one home. What a finish that was.
Off the timeout called by Campbellfield, who have been shell-shocked. They were so far ahead, and now only 1 goal separates these teams. The comeback from Melbourne AKU. And they are indeed playing with confidence as Mauricio Amador puts the ball out of play. Could they tie it now, Melbourne? Could they go ahead before the halftime break? João da Silva, who opened the scoring tonight. Trying to get past Kuimu. Sousa looking for Pimenta on the far side, and here's Cicek. Cicek has a brace on the board so far. He'd love a hat trick. That one just rolling over the line. It will be Roslan to bring it in. The long throw over the top there from Amador.
Yeah, no, that timeout worked for Melbourne AKU. As soon as they called it, they've got 3 straight. So Campbellfield have done the same thing. Can they get going again? They can't afford to really drop this game.
To Silva, to Sousa. Chijek, back to Sousa. João de Silva, back heel. Ubade Chijek on the left boot. And just wide. That feared left boot of Chijek, although tonight's goals have both come off the right for the Golden Boot leader. Now on 42 goals for the season. Closest to him is Scotty Rogan, who comes in later tonight on 37. Ball floated out wide, looking to find Avram. Headed in by Pimenta. João de Silva. Pimenta squares it for Chijek, but intercepted here. Shot on target, but easy keeper's ball. Sabo rolls it out to Silva down the line. Looking for Daniel Sousa. Campbellfield have steadied more now. They've tightened up a little. They went to sleep for a few minutes and allowed Melbourne back into this game just when we thought the floodgates were opening. Keeper's ball here for Kembaisa, who has had a busy night so far. And from one end of the court to the other.
Yeah, and this is what Melbourne AK needed to do. Just calm down a little bit, steady the ship. Going to half-time, at least only a goal down. Or we try to even get one back as Pimenta laying it off to Sousa. And that'll be a good result for them. They look all and out of this game, but they've come back in it. And now it's Gambo's turn to respond.
Pimenta. Whistle's blown, though. To bring it back in here, Daniel Sousa. Doesn't opt for Pimenta, goes for Chijek. Chijek off the left. And put out by Mauricio Amador for a corner for Campbellfield. In close now. Muscled out of the D though, Pimenta. Here's Sousa. Was hoping to find... Ooh, didn't find the goal. Was hoping to find João de Silva. Melbourne coming close to that equalising goal that, well, 8 or 9 minutes ago seemed very unlikely. Pimenta. Badly given away ball to Kuimu. Allows Melbourne to come through the centre. Not to be though for Amador. Corner here. Amador to take it. He's got Kuimu deep in the D. He's got Roslan asking for it. Goes Roslan, plays it back to Amador. Amador trying to line it up off his left, but straight into a sea of orange shirts.
And now they've just got about a minute 15 left to go here. Oh, lovely turn, but João de Silva there. Sousa squaring it. Going forward, Chijek, is this his hat-trick here? Great save by Baisa.
Baisa getting his body behind the ball on that occasion to deny Chijek. Chijek is hungry tonight. He's always hungry. Now a chance for Soto, who is also a brace tonight with 2 absolute smashes. If you missed them, make sure you go back and watch them later on from Gerardo Soto. Kuimu to bring it in here. He's got Amador out wide, prowling around the top of the D. He's got Roslan, finds Roslan. Roslan goes alone, and Roslan scores. Wonderful vision there from Roslan, and that's the equaliser for Melbourne AKU.
Well, we said it there from a set piece. They needed to get in this game, and they've done that 4-4 with 15 seconds left to go. Who would have thought that this was the case? 4 straight from Melbourne AKU, and they should be wrapped at this result. Can they go push forward in the second half?
Beautiful vision to see that gap on the bottom right corner and thread it in. Well, 4 goals apiece. Half time. We'll take a break, folks, and be back in what has turned out to be an absolutely thrilling match.
Enrique Pimenta absolutely hammers that one home. What a finish that was.
What a goal.
Let's have a look at it here. Chijek Lovely pass here. Just put it on a platter for Pimenta. Pimenta's just gone. I'll give it to...
That was the platter
Risic.
there, that one there.
And he goes, oh, I have it back, thanks, and just absolutely rifled that one home.
Oh, no free kick says it's Abbott. What a mop up. Abbott, what a great play, little Abbott. Look at it, Abbott. Look at Abbott. Abbott. No way. Oh, there it is. Oh, what a way to score. Holding the ball, Duprat and Whelan over the top, Buddy Abbott. It's got to be good here. And Devon. Victoria champions.
How do you prepare yourself for this tournament?
These girls have been training weekly, and we've been putting them to play against under 14 girls and under boys. I think that gives them best preparation. So when they come to these kind of tournaments and they're playing with girls the same age as them, they have that little bit of an edge.
Well done. Thank you very much. Hope you guys enjoyed the tournament and hope to see you guys next year.
Definitely. Go Dragons.
Hey, go Dragons!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Series Futsal here for round 20 here at the Thomastown Arena. And it is, what a game we've got in our hands. Melbourne AKU 4, Campbellfield 4. Michael, at one point it looked like Campbellfield were going away with this, and then all of a sudden, Melbourne AKU 4 straight.
How they turned the tide. A brace from Gerardo Soto, a goal apiece from Mogai and Roslin. And for Campbellfield, 2 goals for Chichek, one for João da Silva, and one for Enrique Pimenta. We are ready to rock and roll for what should be a fabulous second half of futsal here. Campbellfield in the orange, third on the ladder. Melbourne in the green, seventh. Campbellfield now kicking to your right. Chobani. Pimenta in the centre, finds him. Nice ball to Cicek. What a trio you've got there. Diaz also coming down that right. That South American connection again for Campbellfield. This is Ruz Roslan to bring it in. Kuimu close to him there on the right. Kuimu back to Roslan. Off the right boot, but to the outside of the left post.
Yeah, it was a good idea there, but just need to get it on target, at least force a save out of Zabo, that time well wide. So early warning signs there from Melbourne AKU. Campbellfield need to be on their game for this second half.
Diaz floats a long pass to Pimenta. Cicek running onto it, and the ball inches wide. They really do have the powerhouses on the court at the moment, Campbellfield. Cicek. Denied by Kembaisa. Cicek looking for goal number 43 of the season now. Currently 5 goals ahead of Scotty Rogan, who will play later on for Fitzroy. And Rogan is on 37. Blast off the left there from Cicek. He does favour that left boot, but as we said earlier, the goals tonight have come off the right from Ubedi Cicek. Cicek again, right foot this time, and well defended there from AKU.
Yeah, and there's maybe just stick to that right leg. It's working for you tonight, and everyone's expecting you to go on the left. Just keep sticking at it, and good defending here from Melbourne AKU.
Pimenta plays it out wide. Chobani asking for it. Rolled across to Cicek. Back to Pimenta. Chobani. Cicek. Good work here from Campbellfield. Oh, that was badly given away though. And Roslan couldn't capitalise. Hunting after his second goal, Roslan. Chobani, Pimenta. Chobani. Sent it to Cicek. Almost muscled off the ball there. Cicek manages to get the cross in, but Pimenta couldn't get to it. A little too fast there for Mauricio Amador.
Yeah, it was a good defending there. They almost got away with that one. Amador just couldn't keep it in, but the good signs here from Melbourne AKU.
Pimenta trying to get around 3. Kuimu wins the battle, however. Gerardo Soto here. Soto 2 against 1. Loses the ball.
Just needed some support there.
Diaz looking for Cicek. Referee blows the whistle. Ball will be turned over. Kuimu. Ruz Roslan been very busy tonight. And the ball just too far for Gerardo Soto. Ruz Roslan, that versatile target. Also a part owner of Melbourne AKU. Oh, look at this from Pimenta! Ball just rockets well over the horizontal there as Pimenta made a frightful dash into the centre. Corner here for Campbellfield. Chobani running in, Pimenta left. Stolen off the goal line. The break on for Melbourne, cut out by Cicek. Pimenta again. Back heel to Chobani. Cicek! Pimenta! What teamwork! What passing! Exquisite stuff here from Campbellfield.
And it was got a bit of luck included in that, but great work there. Still managed to get the goal. And Melbourne AKU probably feel a little bit hard done by. They went for a break here. Great tackle there from Cicek. And then Pimenta laying it off Chobani. Beautiful ball. Cicek thought he had his goal, but Bicer had the save, but no one there following up Pimenta, and he makes it a double there. So they extend their lead now to 5-4.
Pimenta, Chobani, Cicek, Diaz, the powerhouses of Campbellfield. Long on the court now, number 99. A powerful individual, built like a tank. Nathan Long. Pimenta not able to get past Muccio Amador. So crafty, Pimenta. Cicek. Pimenta is in again here! And he cuts a beautiful angle. Far too easy for the Colombian Enrique Pimenta. I should say for the Brazilian Enrique Pimenta. You could get killed for saying that.
You will.
I had to correct myself very quickly, Alex.
But that was a great finish there from Enrique. He kept running. That's the thing that I like about it. He started that off and he kept running. You can see the through ball here. Lovely assist from Nathan Long. And Gerardo Soto, not sure what he was thinking there. He let it go. Maybe he thought Baisa was going to get there in time. But Enrique Pimenta puts it away and he gets his hat-trick and they extend their lead now 6-4.
Campbellfield moving ahead again. Will it be another case of Melbourne having to stage an epic comeback like they did in the first half? Roslan down the left here. Nice individual effort. Roslan, that could have been something special. But they still have the ball here with Soto. Soto through the legs of Pimenta. And given away. Chobani cleaning up from the back. Cicek! He was on the right, that dangerous right. And Kim Baisa came out to meet him.
Yeah, that time he did get a connection on there. Baisa, like he's a bit of a big swing there. And yeah, they're starting to get back into their rhythm, Cambo. Melbourne AKU just need to settle down.
Oliveira looking to go past Cicek, fouled. First foul of the half here.
Very clean game, only 2 fouls for the entire game so far.
From a neutral perspective, it has been a wonderful game to watch. Free-flowing action, lots of class, lots of diversity, 10 goals on the board, and there will be more. The free kick here for Melbourne. It's a thumper from Avram, but far too high.
He's seen there was a gap there, Maxi Avram, and he has known to hit him.
Pimenta has been magical tonight. Cicek looking for a hat-trick. That one put out by Gerardo Soto. Can Melbourne stem the tide of Campbellfield? Looking for the back heel, trying to be crafty there. Down the left line come Melbourne. Ball was lost for a moment. Pimenta now. I should say João da Silva to Cicek. Cicek to Sousa. To Silva. Back to Sousa. Tried to skip around the back door of Clint Mogai. Fast ball. Trying to bring it under control with a little acrobatics there from Oliveira. Corner kick for Melbourne. What can they fashion? They've got Mogai at the top of the D. Oliveira running into the D now. Oh, and it just skitters across the face of goal.
That was a big chance there. Just needed a touch from Oliveira, but just wasn't at the right place.
Here come Melbourne again. Through Gerardo Soto. Cicek out wide. Intercepted here from Oliveira. A chance for Melbourne. Oh, it goes in. Is it an own goal of Nathan Long? Well, how about this? Melbourne pull one back. We go 6-5. It may have been an own goal off Long. Let's take a look at it here, Alex.
Yeah, then the shot came through. Zabo did well to keep it out, and Nathan Long just hit it off. It might actually count towards James Zabo, actually. He's... I'm not sure whether he thought it was over or was in or what it was, but it's gone in and they get one back 6-5. Plenty of time left. They've just got to settle now, Melbourne AKU, and continue on from here.
13 and a half minutes remaining in the second half. João da Silva, ball taken off him from Mogai. Mogai still hunting after it. Nathan Long tries to crack through and brings down Kuimu in the process. So it is an own goal being credited there for the Melbourne AKU goal. Own goal being credited to the goalkeeper, James Zabo. Ball too high there as Melbourne hunt after an equaliser.
Under 13 minutes left to go. Souza looks up. Can he find something? Pimenta. Playing the 1-2 here. Maybe you have to backpedal a little bit there, but Pimenta's kept it calm and collective.
Pimenta taking his time. João da Silva back to Pimenta. Pimenta looking to go down the line, but put out from Diego Oliveira. On a beautiful evening in Melbourne, where the weather has finally started to warm up for us. And what a way to bring in the weekend with a fabulous game here between Melbourne AKU and Campbellfield. Pimenta. Long and low, but inaccurate. Very strong left foot on Pimenta, as it is on his teammate Cicek. Long. Opportunity on for Melbourne, as it was Maxi Avram looking to line it up off his left. And again Avram, but that time put out by Nathan Long. Another bite of the cherry perhaps here for Avram. It is indeed off the left. And it is João da Silva who clears. Avram everywhere. Good defending there from Sousa. Wow, Clint Maguire may have read that one wrong. And the ball back in the hands of Campbellfield. Sousa brings it in. Cross to João da Silva. Beautifully stolen from him. A chance on for Melbourne now. Some tricky footwork. And just to the outside from Kuimu.
Yeah, he should have gone to right to Maxi Avram. He was waiting for it. Was a 3-on-1 situation there. And maybe just got the better of himself. But that was a big opportunity for Melbourne AKU to get one back and make it 6-all. Plenty of time left.
Quick ball in from Kuimu, and Avram had a little more time to ponder that one. Went a tad fast and outside the right post. Pimenta, a Sunday stroll up the court here. Ball taken by Ruslan. Ruslan goes around Pimenta. Da Silva. Pimenta running around, asking for it. It's stolen from him. Here comes Melbourne again. Great goalkeeping from Zabo. Pimenta's left. In close. Good goalkeeping from Ken Bisa. And out wide, the intended target may have been Pimenta, may have been Da Silva even wider. But neither one connecting.
Yeah, both teams having chances at opposite ends, just not clinical. Maybe tired legs out there. Maybe calling a timeout might be beneficial for both sides.
2 fouls for Campbellfield. No times out yet from either team. 6-5 with under 10 minutes remaining as Kuimu brings it in for Melbourne. Ruslan back heel. Good defending there. The shot from Clint Maguire. Pimenta now. Sousa rolls it down the line. Pimenta was coming back for the return. 2 against 1. And not to be there for Mauricio Amador.
Yeah, they're just not running at the moment, Melbourne AKU. You can see a couple of chances there, but no one running off the player, allowing him to lay it off and have the shot. So definitely tired legs. They've just got to steady it on, call a timeout, recoup and go again.
Amador hoping for the ball at the top of the D. Running into it here, Amador. There he is. Sousa just defending. Here's Pimenta. Pimenta drifts out to the right. He'll go down the line. No, cuts towards the centre. Little flick over to Da Silva. Da Silva has a shot. Low, but off target.
Yeah, maybe he was looking for the layoff there to Pimenta, just trying to do a cheeky backheel, but just mistimed it. But some warning signs there. Melbourne AKU need to be careful here.
Avram. Amador. De Silva tries to float it. Amador, here's Avram! Top of the D. Think he lost the ball for a moment there, Maxi Avram. João De Silva. Keeps it in play, nicely done. Runs the line, beautiful work. Got Pimenta running in and gets fouled in the process. Does João De Silva. In a very dangerous position for a set shot from Campbellfield.
They shouldn't have got out of there. That's poor defending there from Melbourne AKU. They had a press on. They were deep into their own attacking half, and João De Silva managed to get out of there. So tired legs, timeout called. We'll be back right after this.
Wow! What a goal. That's a shot almost stripped the goals right for Socket. No way! Reduced!
Scotty Rogan. Avram tries to turn, but good pitch there from Parthmos Rogan.
Oh, he's done well to him yet again. Parthmos, if he Clamby gets it, the free kick, that's what he cares about. Oh, flash, opportunity. Flash!
And he makes them pay.
Oh, this is danger. There it is. Game over.
And that's it.
Game over. Campbellfield didn't look comfortable whatsoever. No means Troy now have to. Oh, and it's another goal. 5-0 the score in the end.
Davies and Friscalzo makes it 2.
This pass back here from Davies, that's poor.
Oh no, Foster was not on the same page whatsoever. And before you know it, Friscalzo. Oh, Diana Friscalzo! Unbelievable! No, you can't allow Diana Friscalzo on her own. Takes too much time to think about where she's going to shoot that ball.
Oh, she's classic futsal, that is.
Friscalzo.
Off the timeout called by Campbellfield, they have a free kick here. Pimenta or Chobani. Referee saw something he didn't like, and we will reset now. It is in the back of the net. A wonderful set piece. While that one, no doubt practiced aplenty on the training court, and it is rocketed in by Chobani.
It's a beautifully taken free kick here. You can see he managed to get through. Maybe Pimenta played a part in it, blocking Bice's vision. But nevertheless, it counts, and they go up 7-5 now. That foul has big ramifications.
7-5 Campbellfield. Still, though, plenty of time remains for Melbourne to come back. We've seen them do it in the first half. They'll need to find momentum. Rely on the likes of that young man, bottom screen there, Mauricio Amador. Coming off a solid performance last week. The former Pascoe Vale prodigy. Chobani, the latest goal scorer. Down the right. Switches. Centres it to Pimenta. Pimenta gets a hold of it again. Nicely done from Enrique Pimenta. Chobani. Diaz. Chobani. Back to Diaz. Cicek. Looking for Pimenta. Little fancy there from Cicek. May have wanted to have a shot of his own off that right boot that's been so successful for him tonight. Here's Chobani. Pimenta in the centre. Back to Cicek. Pimenta calling on the right. Here he is now. Nice ball played to Cicek, and it was taken by Ruz Roslan.
Yeah, it was good defending there from Ruz. He came back, helped out, and they just got a steady now. 6 minutes, plenty of time left in futsal. They can get one back here, puts the pressure back on Cambo, and try to pinch a second.
The orange shirts of Campbellfield prevailing at the moment. Ubedi Cicek on 42 goals for the season, the captain. Shabani, a wonderful free kick, the last goal we saw. Put out there by Arturo Diaz.
Who's equal with Scotty Rogan on 23 assists.
Amazing figures. Interception there from Chobani. Dogged performance here from Danny Chobani. Just kept it in, and I think he maybe thought it was out there, Chobani. It is now. Just over 5 minutes to go. An enthralling contest, and that was a poorly given away ball there from Melbourne. Pimenta, Cicek, Pimenta, Chobani. Taken out by Gerardo Soto. Down the line. Little too far, though, for Maxi Avram.
It was the right idea there, but I don't think Maxi was expecting it. And Melbourne AKU, they look tired here, Michael. They really seem to have put all their energy into that first half and just look a little bit flat now.
Chobani, Cicek. Chobani. Pimenta. Stolen from him. Chance on now for Melbourne AKU. Roslan! Wonderful goal. The break was fast. The precision from Roslan, spot on.
Just when we thought that the game was over and we said they're tied, but the outcome is Ruz Rosal.
Alex, here are your words. You can now eat them.
Yep, I can eat them with a big pie, but that was a beautiful finish there from Ruz and put it away. Zab, I thought it was going to his left, and they're in it now. 7-6, 4 minutes to go. They can get another one here. Pressure is on Cambo.
What tension in the final 4 minutes we have here at Ceres Futsal Arena in Thomastown, Melbourne. The first of 4 games tonight, header flicked on! And just like that, the tide turns again. Wonderfully done. So it's Chobani, you see, bringing the ball in here. Long makes a dash into the D. High ball, flicks off the header, past the keeper. Beautifully worked from Nathan Long.
Typical Nathan Long goal. Running in and diving away, not the fastest of players, but he just has smarts, and that's what I like about him. He uses his smarts and gets an important goal just to ease the pressure off a bit.
You feel one more goal from Campbellfield should seal the deal. The way these guys are playing, Melbourne need to score the next one. Chobani, will it be another magical throw to someone's head? Will Long run in again? He's on angle to do it here, number 99, Nathan Long. Are we going to see history repeat itself? Very recent history. Long in discussion with Daniel Sousa. Long makes a run in. Chobani, Cicek, Chobani, setting up the right and goes wide. 2:20 remains now. Melbourne trail by 2. They've got to find a way to fashion a goal here, Melbourne AKU. Kuimu, stolen, Cicek. Oh, magnificent. Cicek, Chobani meets the net. It's 9-6 for Campbellfield. It's a timeout. We'll take a short break.
Shot almost with the goals. Well, the shot. No way!
Oh, Scotty Rogan! Scotty Rogan! Avram tries to turn, but good pitch there from Parthmos Rogan.
Oh, he's done well. Doing yet again. Parthmos. Flippity Clampy gets it. The free kick. That's what he cares about. Oh, flash opportunity. Flash!
And he makes them pay.
Oh, he's in danger. There it is. Game over. And that's it. Game over. Campbellfield didn't look comfortable whatsoever. No means Troy now have to. Oh, and it's another goal. 5-0 the score in the end.
Davies and Criscaldo makes it 2.
This pass back here from Davies, that's poor.
Oh no, Foster was not on the same page whatsoever. And before you know it,
With 1 minute 45 remaining, Campbellfield 3 goals ahead of Melbourne. A 15-goal game as it stands. Ball put out nicely there by Melbourne. Sousa brings it in. No, he'll leave it for Arturo Diaz. Diaz down the centre. Ubedi Cicek switches on the left. Cannot get past Gerardo Soto. Chao da Silva. Centres up to Diaz. Cicek. Long and low. Campbellfield pressing the action again. Looking for goal number 10. And I love this about Campbellfield. They could sit back, they could park the bus, but no, they're going forward looking for more goals with 1:34 remaining. Desperate times now. Oliveira 2 against 1. The 2 win out, and Da Silva's shot just wide of the target. Over the head of Diaz for Ruz Roslan down the line. Campbellfield wasting no time. Cicek! Oh, that could have been magical. Rolled the ball down the back of his neck. Corner here for Campbellfield. Diaz to take it. He does have Sousa out wide. He's got Cicek close. We're going to go around Soto. Melbourne's ball. Have they got one more goal in them, Melbourne? Maxi Avram couldn't get past Cicek. Cicek squares it here. Wonderful night he's had again, Ubedi Cicek. Under a minute to go now. Melbourne, who have staged a couple of comebacks tonight. Particularly that first half comeback was something special. But as Alex said, the legs going from under them. The later this match got on, Cicek tries to rally one off his left. And in the final 5 minutes or so, Campbellfield powering up once more. Getting almost a second wind to really push ahead and put this game beyond Melbourne.
Yeah, no, you can see they're just winding at the clock now, and Melbourne AKU just looking forward to that full-time whistle. They're moving on to next week. They know they've cemented 7th spot. They will be playing playoffs, and they've just got to get good form now leading into the last game next week when they do play the playoffs, because that's going to be important for them.
Speaking of next games, folks, coming up next, don't go anywhere. We will have league leaders Fitzroy, a star-studded team, up against Carlton. The number 1 place against the number 4. And we should see some more magic moments in that one. And there it is, the end of the game. Campbellfield 9, Melbourne AKU 6. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with a star player interview.
Pretty dead-eye dick on that left foot.
Minute 50 left to go. Carlton holding on here. We've seen Melbourne AKU score 2.
Pulverenti! Oh! Josh Pulverenti! He's turned back the clock. He's just done a little bit of a skip, hop and a jump and a snap right into the top corner.
That was a beautiful finish from the teacher.
Talk us through it.
Let's have a look here. And it is from Eliano. From a side ball there. Beautiful ball over the top. Came off Parfamos. He'll claim that assist. Skips it around and puts it in.
It's a huge shot there by Pulverenti.
Good goal, and that you can.
Gets a 1-2 against Ferrer.
Oh! Enrique Pimenta absolutely hammers that one home. What a finish that was.
What a goal.
Let's have a look at it here. Cicek, lovely pass here. Just put it on a platter for Pimenta. Pimenta's just gone. I'll give it to
That was the platter
Ristic.
there, that one there.
And he goes, oh, I have a back thanks, and just absolutely rifled that one home. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I've got Arturo Diaz from Campbellfield. Arturo, firstly, congratulations. That was a hard-fought win in the end. Talk us through it.
Nah, it was very, very hard, to be honest. The boys, credit for Melbourne AKU, they pushed us all the way through to the end of the game. At the start, we started 4-0. We thought, I think some of the boys started saying, or even everyone, I guess, just getting too comfortable, and then out of nowhere, all the boys from the Melbourne AKU, all of them stepped it up. It was unreal, but yeah, we at the halftime we say, now boys, hey, we would need to work hard and make sure win every ball, defend like 100%, and yeah, I think all the way through the end you could see the change.
They really did push it, because we were saying in the first half, you guys comfortable, you maybe switched off, thought, right, this game's in our hands, and then they come back. Did you guys maybe, not saying disrespectful, but thought maybe we've got it, let's just ease off a bit, try to get through this game as quick as we can?
Yeah, I would say once we go in 4-0, we thought, oh, well, we can bring it the rhythm of the game a little bit slower, but straight away when we tried to bring it down, they actually stepped it up, pressed higher, went a little bit more stronger and harder, and that was a big change from them, I guess.
Your own performance, tying with Scotty with 23 assists for the season, one game to go. Do you look at these sort of stats, or you just try to play your natural game?
No, honestly, I try to play the normal game, just as long as everyone in the team gets a good amount of rhythm with the ball, play as good as we can. I think that's the main goal. Well, whatever comes after that, it's just luck, I guess, or just work. But just the thing that matters the most is, I guess, Campbellfield.
Yeah.
That's it.
One more game to go, and you guys got Foz Cup. What's the focus for you guys heading into these games? Just make sure you're consistent with your performance, work on things that are not working at the moment?
Yeah, at this stage we started saying, even from last week, we thought, all right, let's start just focusing on whatever is coming up for next season, for Foz Cup. And then, yeah, just start rebuilding out like a good play style and a good kind of rotations as well, to make sure that we can get into a good rhythm going forward. Yep. So, yeah, that's what we plan to do towards the next game as well. And, yeah, of course, try to win every single one.
Well, congratulations. Good luck on the next week. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. It is Carlton versus Fitzroy right after this. Don't go away. We'll be back after these messages.